Hey everybody, it's Erin at Scandalous Beauty. It's a lovely, almost spring day, the beginning of Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, and I wanted to go over a basic guide to everyday makeup as far as what I do. So I wanted to start off by saying that I don't wear makeup every day, but on the days where I kind of want to just, do a face and get, go out the door, this is what I do. So I start with a matting agent for myself. Depending on your skin type, do what you got to do. I use the Makeup Forever All Matte. So I put it in my oily spots. Moisturize, before this. MAC Pro artist Romero Jennings said in a bridal class that he uses MAC matte texture in place of a moisturizer for certain people. So oily people, it might be something you want to try. Use the matte gel instead of using moisturizer in those oily areas. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. But yeah, so that's that. Okay, so typically I don't wear foundation on a daily basis, but I'll spot treat in certain places. So I'm going to use today, kind of introduce you a little bit to Becca foundation. This is a foundation stick my color is Treacy, and it's a really nice, simple stick that it really gives you the coverage that you need, be it a little bit of coverage, a lot of coverage. I really like the Becca brand because I really think that they give a ton of options as far as colors. I mean, there's certain people in certain countries that have skin tones that are just not the norm. They're very, very unique. And Becca, in my opinion, seems to hit all those colors. So I think that's awesome of them. I'm using my 109 brush by MAC just to kind of get that in there. And I'm just doing the inside of my face because I think that area that needs more attention. Blends wonderfully, soft. It's definitely a no makeup look. Then you can go ahead and get it in with concealer. I'm using my exact skin color instead of using a color lighter because a color lighter is going to highlight, but if you use your exact color, it's just going to cover what you need to cover. So I'm going to use the NC50 Studio Sculpt with the number 195 brush and just kind of cover those spots in here. I started a new supplement and it has turned my skin into death. Like, I don't know what's going on. These bumps and bruises, not bruises, but these bumps are ridiculous. My goodness. So I'm hoping this will pass. So I'm just covering up those problem spots. I left my Billy B brush downstairs, so buff that real quick. Great. Okay. So that's that. Next up, we're going to do eyes. Contrary to popular belief, I don't wear eyeshadow every day. Actually, I don't wear eyeshadow much at all. Just for special occasions and doing videos and things like that. I love it, but for somebody like me with so much eye space, I try not to do it all the time because it takes a lot of effort. Now, when you have smaller eyes, you guys sometimes it seems like I hear more people complaining about the eye area and saying, that you don't have a ton of space and you wish you had more, but it seems so much easier to have that smaller eye and be able to do two colors and your makeup looks banged out so quickly. But with all this space, you got to kind of play it up a little bit. So I'm using the MAC Rapid Black Penultimate eyeliner, which is like my favorite, which I told you guys in the smoky eye video. So I'm just lining my eye with that. All the way across. And I love this liner. Boy, oh boy. Okay. So I use the Pen Ultimate, and then I go about using a mascara. Today I'm using NARS Black Orchid Waterproof Mascara. I'm not crazy about this mascara, but I could not find any of my others, so it's going to have to do for the day. But typically I use MAC Zoom Lash. I've used a ton of mascaras, like a ton of mascaras, but Zoom Lash seems to just give you instant lashes. A lot of people say it's kind of clumpy or smudgy. I don't know. I don't have that problem with it, so that's what I use. But I also opt for L'Oreal Voluminous, and my favorite used to be Maybelline Full and Soft. I used to love that stuff. Yeah, this is doing nothing for my lashes. Okay, so that would be it. And then I would do bottom lashes as well. So typically, well, let me just do my brows. What I've done is I've taken MAC Stud eyeliner pencil and just I've underlined my brow just like this. I have a guide to how to do this on my blog, and I will post that with the exact products, and I think that has helped me a lot, and it should help you, so I'll post that. This is spiked pencil. This is what I wanted to use today, but I couldn't find it, but here it is. So I typically just underline right underneath, and then I'll take my brush, this is the 266, and some Embark eyeshadow by MAC. Oh, sorry. And fill in the brow. Just kind of go over that line. This probably isn't going to be perfect because my mirror is so far away, but and you kind of want to merge the two, blend them together so that you can see there's a line of demarcation. My brows never look the same either. Like I already said, once before, brows are supposed to look like cousins, not sisters, but you kind of want them to have some type of uniformity. Sometimes I look at my videos and I'm like, why do my brows look like they're in two completely different shapes? I just haven't found the brow that I want to keep yet. I have not found that arch that just makes me believe that it's the best. So that's it. I typically like my brows a little thicker, but okay. So I don't want to spend an hour doing this, but yeah, so I'll go back and fine tune those later. Okay, so you've got brows, you've got eyes, you've got everything else. So the fun part for me is blush, because now I'm starting to do more blush than I'm doing shadow. So what I like to do is decide, today I'm doing a pink blush, and it just adds some oomph to the face. So what I'm going to use today is Hyacinth by Becca Cosmetics. Gorgeous pink. It looks bright. It looks obnoxious. It has no shimmer to it, but it's a lovely, lovely pink color. So I'm going to apply it with a foundation brush. This is an old MAC brush that I hate. And I just apply it to the apple of the cheek and blend out, up and out. And it just adds the slightest bit of pink. And I go over blushes all the time, but I love this color. It just brightens the face ever so slightly. And this is why it's cool. Like, you don't have to wear shadow for the day. Your blush can add that pop of color. And this is going to be, I'm telling you, all spring, this is how I'm going to roll. So I like to start on the apple and work my way out. And then what I think for effect today, what I'm going to do, I love it. I love it. I love it. Hopefully you can see that. Who says we can't wear pink? Gosh, throw it out the window. So today for effect, I'm going to use NARS Crazed, my favorite pink blush by NARS. And I'm just going to pop a smidgen of that right on top. So now that I have all of the blush done, I've got soft eyes, I've got cheeks, I'm going to go ahead and do the lips. So it's really up to you. I mean, there are an abundance of glosses out there in the world. Today I'm going to use, let me try something different. I'm just going to do Flirtini, which you've seen me use plenty of times, but today I'm going to use Stila Guava. This is something that I got, this was like a set a few years ago, but they come in the little pens, the gloss pens, and I'm just going to use a bit of that. Anybody can rock this color. It's a very sheer, creamy pink, so it will look great on everyone, and it's not going to be a lot of color to scare you off, hopefully. Hopefully, now that you've been watching me, or maybe this might be your first time seeing me, but hopefully you're not scared of pink anymore. Please don't be scared of pink, or any color, because you can rock it as long as you figure out how to wear it. Just practice. That's all you got to do. So this is my face. It's got a little something going on. It's not, you know, too done. You know, a lot of times you don't want to look like you came out the house trying to bang your makeup out on a regular day. So this is just something I like to do when I want a little something to freshen up the look, have a little sunshine to my look. So that would be the look. So in the event that I kind of wanted to frame the eye a little bit, do a bit more, what I do, this is probably the only shadow that I rock all the time. L'Oreal Hip eyeshadow in Brazen. I rock this brown here. And what I do is I use my 224 brush by MAC and just kind of get in my crease and frame the lid. So you just get in the crease and just add a little bit of color. You know, not too much. And it just adds, see that? See, hopefully you can see the difference there. It just frames the eye a bit. This is about the most that I'll do on a day-to-day basis. If I were applying eyeshadow for the day, I mean, that kind of switches up everything else. That'll make me decide whether or not I want what kind of cheek and whatnot. But that is kind of what I do as far as shadow goes. Just to frame the eye just a bit. That's it. And keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's the name of this game. So that will be it. I mean, that's an everyday kind of throw it on and go kind of look. You do not have to wear shadow every day. You don't have to wear 3 colors. You don't have to do a brow, a crease, and a lid if you don't want to. You don't have to rock 2 cheek colors. You don't have to rock any blush if you don't want to. You don't have to rock foundation if you don't want to. It's all up to you. And that's basically how I do it. So to finish it all off, I'll throw some powder on my T-zone so that I'm not oily. And I'm out. That's it. So that's kind of my everyday look. Hopefully that helped you guys out. So feel free to share your everyday look if you'd like. And I'd love to hear what you got to say. See you soon. Bye. I forgot to tell you guys. I made it to the February-March issue of Uptown magazine, which is a really, really, really good publication. I don't know if you all read it. It's just very, very, very good in what's happening now, and it's just a powerful magazine. So I was fortunate enough to be included in the H list for the Washington, D.C. area here. That's basically the hot list. And there I am. Yay! Okay. It's the issue with our president, our 44th president, Barack H. Obama. So, okay, just wanted to share. All right, bye.